Hey y'all, welcome back to Sit a Spell. Thanks for stopping in. So, Hurricane Helene. Unbelievable how much damage it caused. And who would have thought, I've never heard of a hurricane doing that, but who would have thought that that hurricane and the effects of it would have traveled clear up to North Carolina and Tennessee. I still have family members in North Carolina without power. Last update, they said it might be a week or two. They have minimal storm damage, trees down, things like that, but no bodily harm. Just power outages. And so they got kind of, I wouldn't say they got off scot-free as far as damages go, but way better than eastern Tennessee and western North Carolina, where it wiped away whole villages and towns and roads, and they still looking for people, still trying to save people. But anyways, now what do we've got? We have Hurricane Milton bearing down on Florida. Hurricane Helene had just come through, and here comes Hurricane Milton. So I have close family that lives in the path of the hurricane on the east coast of Florida. So by the time it gets to them, it's probably going to be a Category 2, hopefully, or less. So I've already spoken to those family members, and they're as prepped and prepared as ready as they can be. One family member lives in a stick-built home, meaning made out of wood completely, ground up, and another family member, two other family members live in block homes. I'm not sure if you're familiar or aware, a lot of concrete. In the north they have basements with concrete block, and in Florida there's a lot of homes that are built like the basement's the first floor. It's built out of concrete block, and then they stucco it and make it look nice. So pretty indestructible from a hurricane. I've never seen a hurricane, Category 5 or otherwise, knock down a concrete block home. It'll mess the roof up, obviously, tear the roof off, trees down, stuff like that, but the concrete block is pretty solid. Anyways, so the elderly that live in the stick-built are going to, at my suggestion and recommendation, they're going to travel and stay at the other relatives that have the concrete block home, just in case. So they're hunkered down. They've got preps. They've got gas and water, gasoline for their generators and chainsaws, and water and food and anything of importance. I mean, they live this lifestyle, Floridian lifestyle. So they have hurricane kits. If you're from Florida, you know what I mean. I used to live in Florida as well, on the East Coast, and we had, at the time, we had Hurricane Dorian. If you look that up, that was a massive hurricane. And it's almost like there's a force field shield there at the Port Canaveral, Cocoa Beach area, because that storm was so big. It was bigger than the entire state, kind of like this Milton, and it came up and went north. So it was heading due west, ready to hit head on Brevard County, and the last minute just kind of skirted and went up. And if you remember correctly, it tore up a bunch of Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, moving on up, Virginia, New York. So anyways, not to ramble, but I was just checking out my Florida map, and where that Milton is slated or suspected, or where they're thinking that it's going to hit landfall, and it's it'll tear up that west coast. Hurricane Category 4. Lord willing, it doesn't increase in strength and become a Category 5 when it hits landfall, but even at that, with the size of the storm, and it's just shy of a Category 5, and it's devastating to the area. It looks like Ron DeSantis, the governor down there, has a lot of personnel staged, ready to go. They still have mandatory evacuations there along where it's supposed to make landfall. I understand there's still people that choose to not evacuate, whether they don't want to or they can't. It's a dangerous game. I understand if your finances don't allow. There's services, public services, that can help get you out, at least out of the path. Maybe not clear out of the state, but out of the path. But prayers for all them down there. And I'll be in constant contact as much as their cell phone signals will allow with the family members in Florida. So just an update on these crazy storms. This is also another opportunity for the rest of us to learn and glean information. I mean, you can't prepare for everything 100%. Like I said, who would have thought that there's some people that lived 30 feet higher than this creek, as you might call it. But this creek, the water level is usually 30 feet down from their cabin. When the storm came through with Helene, the water was right at their front door traveling. So it filled up that whole valley. But who would have thought that much damage and that much water? So you can't prepare for everything, but you have to be prepared to bug out, meaning evacuate if need be. If it becomes too dangerous, it's just stuff. Get you and your family out. Now, those that are evacuating currently from Florida, heading north for Hurricane Milton, they kind of waited if you're evacuating now, you're kind of waiting too late. It's best to maybe go to a shelter and just stand by there. Otherwise, you might get caught in your vehicle out in the hurricane. So it's a learning experience for all of us. I'm sure 3/4 of the country is probably looking at this and going, boy, I'm glad I don't live in Florida. At least we don't have hurricanes. Well, if you're from, say, the north, it gets cold. I heard that states, Tennessee, even North Carolina, and on up, even Georgia a few years back, you can get snow, and it gets cold. But the real bitter cold, the real storms, farther north, obviously. I mean, Ohio, Indiana, Michigan, the Great Lakes area, they get this lake effect snow that was it the blizzard of 76, 77, 78? They had feet of snow. Feet. I've heard stories of people that opened up their front door and started shoveling. There was a wall of snow, so feet drifting 6, 8, 10 feet. So these SHTF emergencies, they can happen anywhere. If you live in California, you have earthquakes. You live in the north, you have blizzards, tornadoes in the Midwest, hurricanes and tornadoes in the south. So nobody's immune. Nobody's immune to nature and its fury. So as far as nature is concerned, we can be as prepared as we possibly can. Put together, based on your region, a emergency kit to help you, quote, weather the storm. Anyways, enough of that. We'll get more into that later. We can do prepping videos by region. I've lived in every region. So thanks for watching, and prayers to the people in Florida and those poor people in North Carolina, Tennessee that are still finding survivors, bodies, and without power. Georgia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Tennessee, Florida. Prayers for all of them. And if you did donate through with Patera, the Appalachia Homestead with Patera, or through Pinball Preparedness or Grindstone Ministries with Bear Independent, thank you. They have raised quite a bit of funds for who they are. With just I shouldn't say small following, but if you compare Pinball or Bear Independent or Patera to, say, somebody like Mr. Beast with millions and millions of followers, subscribers, they did really well. Last time I checked with Pinball, it was $250,000 total that they were able to raise. So thanks for donating, and if you want to continue to donate, they will continue. This isn't over by no stretch. The tallies for what this is going to cost the taxpayer, the insurance companies, it's in the billions guaranteed, and who knows what this Milton's going to do. So hopefully Milton just weakens out, right? Fingers crossed and prayers and all that stuff, but hopefully Milton would just weaken to just tropical storm once it hits land. That'd be cool. Give them a break. But it doesn't look like it. And there is another tropical storm. You can't make this up. There's another tropical storm forming behind this Milton. So, lessons learned. If you are in those affected areas, you know, we're thinking about you. Help is standing by. When the storm passes, it's coming. Like I said, Governor Ron DeSantis down there has a lot of equipment, a lot of people, a lot of supplies. He's got 1 million gallons of diesel ready to be delivered, 1 million gallons of gasoline ready to be delivered. 50,000 linemen are standing by. That's the largest formation of electrical linemen in the history of the United States, ready to help restore power. National Guard, Florida Highway Patrol, all the sheriff's departments, FEMA, whatever they're going to do. Anyways, just hold on. They're coming. Weather the storm and hunker down. But thanks for watching. And if you like the video, give me a thumbs up. Share it with your friends, family, if you know somebody in Florida. But thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. And I'll give you an update as soon as I know anything. I'm keeping my ear to the rail on this storm, specifically this storm going into Florida, because of the relatives that live in the cone of destruction, or the path. So thanks for watching, and like, subscribe, thumbs up, thumbs down, comment. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think of the channel. But more importantly, God bless.